It's now time to board our next dream cruise. These days, on all the oceans in the world, one can admire the elegant silhouettes of luxurious cruise ships. This week, we'll be traveling aboard Silver Spirit, the newest Silversea vessel. The newest addition to the Silversea family is considered a small liner. Indeed, the Silver Spirit was designed with those looking for a more intimate cruise experience in mind, being far from the vast floating cities carrying several thousand passengers. Only 540 privileged clients are welcome on board this floating palace. While the ship makes no claim to being a giant of the sea, it surely leads the pack in terms of sheer luxury and comfort. It features 12 decks, a casino, high-end boutiques, several superb restaurants, and thousands of square feet of five-star service and activities. According to the captain's itinerary, the Silver Spirit will be visiting the ports of St. George's in Grenada, Bequia in the Grenadines, Castries in St. Lucia, and St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, with things drawing to a close back in Fort Lauderdale. Throughout our stopovers, let the spirit of vacation be your guide. On the menu, magnificent beaches, meeting with friendly locals, unspoiled vistas, and scenery worthy of the prettiest postcards. Your dream cruise on board the Silver Spirit is sure to be an unforgettable experience. The ship will be leaving at precisely 7 p.m., with everyone on board no later than 6:30. That will leave you ample time to check in with reception and pick up your personalized embarkation card.
Good afternoon, reception. Cindy speaking. How may I assist you?
There's your key card, sir. That will open your suite, and you will need that when you go onshore and when you re-embark the ship. Welcome on board and have a pleasant cruise with us.
Your destiny is now in your own hands as the adventure of a lifetime begins just down the hallway leading to your room. Throughout the ship, you'll find detailed maps of the decks. Adding to the elegant ambiance, the walls are decorated with lovely paintings, almost as if you were at the heart of a floating exhibition. The vessel also features a full range of accommodation options. Luxury veranda suites offer nearly 35 square meters of sheer elegance. Vast beds with plush bedding, and when it comes to quality, no detail overlooked, with a menu on your pillow and a newspaper delivered to your door. An inspiring office corner, lots of shelf space, and a huge luxurious private bathroom, complete with rainwater showerhead. Adding to the luxury and prestige, you'll even have a butler for the cruise. As a luxury liner where intimacy and warmth are key values, taking excellent care of the customer remains the top priority. The passenger-staff ratio on board is as unique as it is impressive, with 2 crew members tending to the needs of every 3 passengers. Moving higher up the accommodation luxury ladder, Silver Suites offers 70 square meters of sheer delight. Each of these prestige cabins is even bigger than the veranda suites, complete with a marbled bathroom and a whirlpool tub. An intimate private balcony rounds out the package. Nearing that same ladder summit, the Grand Suite is in a category all its own. More than just an accommodation, it's a veritable world-class apartment right in the middle of the ocean. No detail is too small when it comes to caring for the customer. And in terms of building materials, fixtures, and impeccable decorating, only the best is good enough. We're just minutes from our grand departure to explore the Caribbean Sea, one of the most beautiful seas in the world. Today, the sea is calm. It's still early morning, and the crew keeps close watch as the ship moves gently forward towards our first destination, St. George's. Even if the captain's cockpit boasts all of the very latest high-tech equipment, old-school methods of attention to detail remain rule number one. Just as in air travel, onboard satellite screens allow us to follow the ship's progress right down to the last kilometer. Speaking of kilometers, while the captain and his crew pilot us safely towards our next port, others may take the opportunity for a little treadmill running in the training facility on the 10th deck, burning off a few calories, or just making sure they're in top shape for all of the exciting adventures ahead. It's around 8 in the morning as our ship reaches its destination. The city of St. George's is just waking up. One thing's sure, on the pier, the roustabouts are all set to give the Silver Spirit a hearty welcome. Inside, the ship's personnel is hard at work behind the scenes to make certain passengers enjoy another perfect day. When heading off for a stopover, be sure to bring your passenger card along. It's the best way to log you back on board when it's time for us to leave. Once on the dock, head straight over to the guide who will accompany you on your day's excursion. On today's schedule, rum, spice, and some quality beach time, among other things. There are worse ways to spend a day, wouldn't you say? The town of St. George's is the official capital of Grenada. It was founded in the mid-17th century by the French, under the orders of Cardinal Richelieu. With a population of around 20,000, the town still has much of its colonial character, giving it a timeless charm. Like many places around the globe, the national sport here is soccer. A stretch of open grass, a ball, and voila! Local kids couldn't be happier. Grenada is also known as the Island of Spice, which makes our first stop an obvious one, a farm that grows all kinds of spices.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll begin with this. This is a nutmeg. This is how it hangs on a tree.
The nuts are from the tropical nutmeg tree, which can grow up to 15 meters high.
This will take about 6 to 8 weeks to dry. And normally when it dries, you can hear it shaking in the shell, okay? This here is a branch from the cinnamon tree. Put it to dry in open sunlight, and by drying it curls up by itself. And that's how you get your cinnamon sticks. It's the bark of the tree. This is another branch. It's a branch from the pimento tree. You know pimento? Well, I tell you something probably you did not know. Pimento is the very same thing that you call allspice. Most people believe that allspice is a combination of spices. No, it's one spice. It's pimento. This is pimento.
After having spiced up our day, now might be a good time to water it a little too, wouldn't you say?
Welcome to the Reva's Rum Distillery. I am Junie Bernard, tour guide for the Rum Distillery. This estate passed in the hands of many owners and carry over 300 years of history. Here we have the water wheel, and that's the oldest working water wheel in the Western Hemisphere, built in 1785 and still working. Some say that's the mother estate of the surrounded village, as it provides jobs for over 96 people. So here we have the sugar cane. Bundle of sugar cane loaded to the conveyor to extract the juice from the waste. The sugar cane might look like stick, but I can show you there is much juice in it. Here we have the juice come from the grinding house into the receiver. All we do here is concentrating the sugar. Once the sugar cane juice boil and concentrated, we then pump into the fermentation tank. It's settled here for 8 days and ferment naturally. Now we are talking about natural fermentation, no additives. Here we come to the final place of distillation. Here we have the hydrometers that rises on specific gravity.
Before leaving, don't forget to pick up a souvenir or two. Who knows, you might even wind up making faces like our guide, Julie. As our visit to St. George's draws to a close, why not take a few minutes before heading back to appreciate the island's natural beauty and spectacular beaches? Our ship leaves port at 11 p.m., so everyone must be back on board by 10:30. The sun has set, and it'll soon be dinner time. With the intimacy of a small ship like this, it's easy to pamper yourself with a meal up on deck under the stars, weather permitting, of course. On the menu tonight, surf and turf, grilled to perfection on volcanic rocks. To accompany the meal, we recommend a superb bottle of Santa Reserva, a full-bodied Chilean Cabernet Sauvignon that's an excellent complement to your main course. After all, the expert sommelier can't be wrong. You'll feel as if the deck is your very own and that the kitchen has fired up its stove just for you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the theater for Showtime. Venez voir la Grenada! Showtime!
Over a digestif, why not enjoy an evening watching the Onboard Calypso show, an energetic homage to the islands and their vibrant musical culture. Enjoy!
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
The ship has anchored in a magnificent bay just across from Bequia Island, our next stopover. Before heading off for a full day's outing, let's first recharge our batteries with a hearty breakfast. On the 7th deck is La Terrazza restaurant. It's advised to plan your morning meal around the times of the excursion you've chosen. La Terrazza offers a vast buffet. You'll find Viennese pastries, a wide variety of delicious local fresh fruit, scrambled eggs. The list is really far too long to go into, but rest assured, you'll want for nothing. You can also order a copy of your favorite newspaper just to keep up on things. Bon appetit! There's no place available to dock at Bequia. As such, our ship will drop anchor in open water. To ferry passengers to shore, the ship's lifeboats offer a handy taxi service. Within a few minutes, all passengers have reached land on one of the largest islands of the Grenadines. Bequia is truly magnificent. Its many capes, its greenery, and dozens of bays make it a perfect vacation destination. The island has a population of around 6,000, which gives it the feel of an extended family. Everyone in Bequia seems to know one another, and this human warmth extends to the kind of greeting tourists receive. Among the excursions offered, we've chosen to visit the best of Bequia. Our guided tour starts off in Fort Hamilton. Located just behind the town of Hamilton, the fortress was built by the French near the end of the 18th century to protect the bay, but in the end failed to stop the attacking British Army. Fort Hamilton was destroyed, and the cannons found here today were actually fished out of the bay. In fact, only a few artillery pieces are originals. It goes without saying, however, that from the fort there's an excellent view out onto the bay and of any approaching ships. From here, you can also watch whale fishermen in action. Bequia is one of the few places in the world where this kind of fishing still occurs, under very strict regulations. Only 4 humpback whales can be caught per year, and these using only ancestral methods. But don't worry, nature, the environment, and preservation of endangered species is a vital concern for all islanders, as is apparent from the Old Hague Turtle Sanctuary.
I am Mr. King. I'm the owner of the Turtle Sanctuary. I started this project 15 years ago. I'm trying to save the species called hawksbill from going extinct. So I go to beaches and monitor the nests, to find the eggs, to hide them, and when they hatch, I take the babies and bring them here, and I feed them. So I have some now that are 4 months old. These are 4 months old. When they become 4 or 5 years old, I return them to the ocean. When they go back to the ocean, they will immediately adapt.
Mr. King has this corner of the world in his blood. Born on the island, he's a lifelong snorkeler, and maybe that's why aquatic flora and fauna are so close to his heart.
I have released in 15 years 880.
For him, over the years, this sanctuary has become his second family. Even as he releases young turtles back into the sea, his affection for them is lifelong. Before returning to the ship, let's take a few minutes to meet some locals and see a slice of daily life here. On the island, fishing is much, much more than a hobby. It's a way of life, of eating fresh food every day. Everywhere on the beach, the atmosphere is relaxed, as locals live their lives attuned to the rhythms of the sea and the sun. It's almost 5 p.m., and we're due back on board within the next 30 minutes. We raise anchor at 6 sharp to start off towards our next destination, St. Lucia. A day out on the move has helped us work up an appetite. Tonight, we'll be eating Oriental food at the Shea Shin restaurant, located on Deck 4. But you've absolutely got to reserve your table, as it's a popular spot. This Asian restaurant features an innovative fusion cuisine. The kitchens on board use nothing but the very best ingredients, and this is no exaggeration. Think Kobe beef, royal crab, and only the finest caviar. From start to finish, only the best of the best makes the grade. Tonight's menu includes uncooked fish, seafood, rice, and algae leaves. Our chef prepares a plate of exquisite sushi, depending on the day's catch. The classics never go out of style, and to accompany our meal, a glass of sake will surely hit the spot. The meal is as delicious as it is colorful, just like our next stop. Tomorrow we anchor in one of the most beautiful volcanic islands in the world, St. Lucia. It's a little before 8 a.m. when the captain drops anchor for a short stopover at St. Lucia. We'll be leaving late afternoon, around 4, so there's little time to lose. We've got lots of exploring ahead. At a glance, on seeing the island, it isn't the town that first catches your eye. It's the Pitons, a pair of mountain peaks, one large, one small, that seem to thrust right up out of the ocean. True landmarks, the pair offer the island its most distinctive feature, drawing many visitors here each year. If you enjoy a rich coffee while taking in one of the best views of this distinctive pair, we recommend the Ladera Resort, a charming hotel complex that features a fine restaurant and a spectacular terrace. In the distance is the town of Castries, the capital of St. Lucia. Ravaged several times by fire, the town has few remaining historic buildings, but the surrounding area is nonetheless little short of breathtaking. Castries has much to brag about in other respects as well, being home to two men whose achievements greatly benefited humanity: Derek Walcott and Sir W. Arthur Lewis, both Nobel Prize winners, the first in literature, the second in economics. They remain, to this day, a source of great pride and inspiration to young local students who aspire to follow in their illustrious footsteps. Just behind the two Pitons stands the Diamond Botanical Gardens. In these majestic gardens, you can observe a great variety of indigenous vegetables, as well as the magnificent Diamond Falls. Over the centuries, the mineral-rich water has sculpted the rock face behind them, tinting the rocks translucent hues of yellow, green, and violet. According to legend, many characters from the court of Louis XVI, the King of France, have frolicked in these very waters. Continuing down the botanical garden path, we'll see a wide variety of palm trees, including the royal palm, as well as bamboo plants that can grow up to 10 meters high. Another tropical flower attracts our attention. It's the Etlingera elacer, often called the porcelain rose. In the opinion of many islanders and botanists, it's the most beautiful tropical flower in existence. Leaving the botanical gardens, we have just enough time for a last parting glance at the beautiful island and her majestic twin peaks before heading back on board, our short stopover done. Tonight, it's time to let loose. On the program, jazz and cocktails. After a bite to eat, we'll head over to the ship's bar on the 5th deck. To start off our evening, the barman recommends the house special.
I'm making the Silver Spirit cocktail. This is the signature of the Silversea.
On this ship, nothing is ordinary. Everything is exceptional. The luxury of Silver Spirit also includes alcohol. Everything's included in this cruise, even the tips.
Voila. Please have a taste and you will like.
And that's saying something. So raise a glass of champagne in celebration.
Enjoy the former champagne, sir.
Next, we'll be heading up 2 decks higher for an evening of jazz at the Star Supper Club. We'll end off the evening in a setting inspired by the 1930s. You can either dance or just sit back and listen to the warm, low-key music of the talented duo on stage. We recommend reserving in advance. These performances are very popular and space is limited. Have a great evening. We're anchored in a peaceful bay. We'll be spending the day on board ship with no stopovers planned. To start off the day, you might want to touch in with your family back home, or just look up a little information on our next stopover. The Onboard Library and Internet Cafe are on Deck 7, just across from the Star Supper Club. And since you're there, why not take the opportunity to also plan your evening, consulting the Silver Spirit internet site. After breakfast, it's time to gather up on the 9th deck, just to enjoy our day off. How about a dip in the gorgeous pool? On the far side of it are 3 whirlpool tubs and plenty of deck chairs. A few decks lower, ping pong tables are available. Racket in hand, think you'll be as unbeatable as Forrest Gump? One thing certain, regardless of the game's outcome, you'll be playing it against one of the most scenic backdrops in the world. Our day's theme being pleasure and relaxation. One of the true classics of on-deck entertainment is, of course, shuffleboard. Think you will be able to beat the boat champ, who seems to score 10 with every shot? Either way, you're on vacation, and the only important thing is to have fun. It's soon almost noon, time for lunch. Not far from the pools is the aptly named Pool Grill. After a morning lazing in the sun, there's nothing quite like a satisfying lunch to top things off perfectly.
Oh, wonderful, why thank you. Something like that, no.
The staff will be happy to serve you at one of the tables on the same level, should you prefer eating in the shade while others work hard on their tans. Later in the day, the animator team will invite you to the Panorama Lounge on Deck 9 to test out your general knowledge. Ready for a few rounds of Trivial Pursuit?
Number 1. What country is also known as the Hellenic Republic? Number 2. Which is further south? The Cape of Good Hope, Cape Horn, or Cape Catastrophe? Number 3. Of all the Scandinavian countries, which is the most mountainous? Sort of like a multiple choice question, but you have to know your Scandinavian countries.
If you answered Greece, Cape Horn, and Sweden, you're on the right track to be among the best players on board.
Our winning team, and everyone's going to get 2 points because I think we've run out of the 1 point little cards.
It is nearly 4 o'clock, so let's head over to the Terrazza restaurant to enjoy afternoon tea. Among the wide selection available, you'll find all the English classics, from Indian Darjeeling to black teas and Earl Grey. You can enjoy your favorite beverage with delicious pastries while taking in the restaurant's splendid view of another beautiful sunny day. If question and answer games leave you cold, why not settle in at one of the tables for a friendly game of cards?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our drinks down and our hands together. A nice round of applause for our wonderful cast, our singers and dancers in Jazz a la carte.
For the evening, we decide to attend a performance at Jazz Panorama Lounge.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You know how I feel, river running free. You know how I feel, blossom in a tree. You know
If you're feeling inspired by the professional dancers, why not take to the dance floor yourself?
it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
With such great music in such a great setting, you're sure to spend a wonderful evening in good company. Don't exhaust yourself. Tomorrow, we have a rendezvous with the Virgin Islands. Another perfect day has begun, and our ship has just reached St. Thomas, one of the American Virgin Islands. The capital city is Charlotte Amalie, and the island is also home to one of the most important ports in the Caribbean. With such a key port on the island, it isn't surprising to learn that the population lives largely to the rhythm of cruise ship arrivals. St. Thomas offers panoramic views that truly take your breath away. The stretch of pale blue sea, other islands on the horizon, and a sprinkling of luxury homes up the mountainside can't help but capture and forever hold your imagination. But it isn't just the beautiful scenery that lures all passing tourists here. Boutiques sell pretty much anything you might imagine, especially if what you imagine happens to be luxurious. Many signs advertise their wares with the words gold, jewels, and diamonds as commonplace as waves rolling in from the sea. The world's most prestigious brand names are also well represented on St. Thomas. Here, shopping is one of the visiting cruise travelers' favorite sports. Good walking shoes, sunglasses, and you're all set to shop. For those seeking a little more authentic local color in their encounters, there are always a few stalwart locals of considerable resourcefulness, particularly when it comes to securing visiting tourist manna.
Hey, check this out, dude. That's right. Marvelous. So, I'm coming to you with your coconut.
At lunchtime, we leave Main Street and its high-end shops, heading off to enjoy the wonders of local cuisine. We'll be lunching at the Parrot Bar and Deli, where word has it their fish tacos are just amazing. It's claimed that even Mexican tourists passing through town have come back for seconds.
Fresh fish, voila.
The recipe's secret is twofold: ultra-fresh fish and a special blend of secret spices passed down from one generation to the next. Don't waste your time trying to find out more. It's a St. Thomas tradition, and one destined to never leave St. Thomas.
Fish tacos.
After a delicious lunch, it's back out into the colorful street. Before heading back to the ship, let's visit the beach and meet a pair of skilled young surfers who, though lacking the right waves for traditional surfing, have found a viable compromise in challenging the sea.
Hey, this is St. Thomas. We're at Megan's Bay. It's a cool spot to hang out, and it's a very beautiful place. So you should come here often. ScreamCreepy.com.
Don't let appearances deceive you. Even if these waves seem small and the board looks more like a toy, keeping your balance for a few of these exploits takes a great deal of ability. As St. Thomas drifts deeper into peaceful sunset, we make our way back to the ship, ready for the evening ahead. For dinner, two excellent choices are offered. Firstly, the Le Champagne Bar, to enjoy what someone once rightly called the best of France. Le Champagne is a restaurant overseen by the prestigious Relais and Chateau gastronomies, an exclusive arrangement with Silversea cruises. There's an extraordinary wine list here, one that honors many of the greatest wine regions in the world. Today, we've narrowed things down to wines only from France, which still leaves us with a great many excellent choices. Among other intriguing possibilities, Côte d'Estournel from Saint-Estèphe is, in the opinions of wine lovers, the archetype of a robust elegance that doesn't overpower its subtle grace or sweetness. It's a rare pleasure to have such superb wine options on board a cruise ship. But no wine cellar would be complete without the acknowledged king of sparkling wines, Dom Perignon Champagne. Our selection made, we reluctantly close the wine list's many wonders, until our next visit, of course. The second restaurant option is located on Deck 7. La Terrazza, which offers breakfasts and lunches, transforms itself into a traditional Italian à la carte restaurant for dinner. To dine here, reservations are an absolute must. The decor sets the evening's tone. The style is classic, the setting elegant, with the overall experience easily matching that of any of the world's leading restaurants. After all, with the high-quality standards offered on the Silver Spirit, everything must be just so, from the kitchen right to the tables. No shortcuts, no pre-prepared foods. Everything here is readied and cooked right on the spot. Every day, the chefs make fresh pasta to be served within hours of being made. From tagliatelle to ravioli, freshness is always guaranteed. Though the Silver Spirit isn't the largest of cruise ships, in terms of catering, luxury, and superb gastronomy, it surely ranks among the very best. In the main kitchen, an army of experienced chefs prepare meals worthy of the world's greatest restaurants. Tonight, as our main course, we've chosen the day's ravioli and tagliatelle, prepared Southern Italy style. The base of both recipes is simplicity itself, starting with two key principles of traditional cooking. First, freshness of ingredients, and second, their availability. In this corner of the world, several classic dishes were born because the key elements required to make them were easily at hand. Impeccably created and served with the perfect wine, even a relatively simple pasta dish can become a true gastronomic classic. And every great meal also generally requires a few items that you don't have to cook. A warm ambiance and good company to share it with. Bon appetit!
We'll have the regular menu for you. It's just your appetizer.
As the evening draws a step closer to a close, let's head on over to Deck 9 to experience another great classic. An intriguing blend of Cuba and Portugal, a fine cigar, and a glass of port. Or if port isn't quite your thing, they also offer an excellent selection of whiskeys and cognacs. Just settle in and enjoy. Back to our dream cruise in the Caribbean islands. We're on our last day at sea, heading back towards Fort Lauderdale in Florida. We still have a few precious hours to take advantage of the Silver Spirit experience. Come on, let's have a last stroll around the majestic ship to make every minute count. Why not start off with a short workout? On the 6th bridge, you'll find the ultra-modern fitness center, stocked with all the latest equipment to raise a healthy sweat. Next step, on the same deck, just a little ways off, the spa offers a multitude of specialized treatments and beauty care options. After a tough workout, what better than a good massage? And why not try a less conventional variation, a Thai herb massage? The technique consists of filling a bundle with steam-warmed aromatic herbs, which is then used to relax the back muscles by applying it gently yet firmly to them. The herbs release active elements that combine with the traditional massage, increasing the immediate benefits and prolonging the overall effect. Once you're nice and relaxed, let's move on to more serious things. An acupuncture session, taking advantage of the benefits of this alternative approach to health from the East. At a casual glance, the application of the needles might seem offhand and without a clear pattern. But don't forget, this technique has been around for over 5,000 years, and the discipline is very rigorous. No one improvises in acupuncture, and on board the ship, all our practitioners are experienced experts of the first order. To end off on a beautiful note, let's finish off our healthy start to the day, relaxing in a whirlpool bath. Don't forget, you're still on vacation, and who better to spoil than yourself? After this ultimate relaxation medley, you'll be ready to finish off your cruise experience exactly as one should, calm and feeling good. We're traveling our last kilometers towards home. Were you able to do all your gift shopping back in bustling St. Thomas? If not, on the 8th deck, you'll find the ship's boutique zone. While out at sea, the stores are open and tax-free. A perfect opportunity to finish off your shopping and pick up that special something for that special someone in your life.
And all the gold used is the noble gold, which is a color of gold between white and yellow. It has champagne shades.
Some feel nothing quite says I love you like a gift of fine jewelry. The world's top names are all available in the Silver Spirit Exquisite Boutiques. Maybe you'd like to replenish your wardrobe for your next dream cruise, or pick up a few quality items bearing the ship's distinctive logo. Polo shirts, hats, pants, whatever you might need for future stopovers, it's all available at the Souvenir Boutique. As you wear them, these clothes will surely trigger a sea of memories. Memories of a dream cruise that sadly is soon to end, but will surely live on warmly in your heart for years to come. And so ends this special Caribbean voyage. But our spirit of adventure has only begun. There are many more ships and many more seas to discover aboard Dream Cruises.